Hey, all right, so welcome to No Bull Effects again. We're gonna be doing another makeup today. I'm gonna do other videos to show how it was kind of done, but this is just kind of the application process. My mother, who's visiting in, is gonna be the victim of this one. We're gonna start off, this is our appliance. Cat plastic didn't run so well, so we're gonna cover that up and kind of hide it. We've already got some Prozade on it, and we're just gonna go for application. Now you wanna clean their face beforehand, so if you got makeup on or anything like that, go ahead and remove that with a makeup wipe or whatever, and then clean the skin off. So when you're applying this, just kind of watch the direction you're going to. Watch your hair, pull your hair out of that way, yeah. So it gets in your hair, you're not a happy camper. Okay, for this next part, what we're doing is just kind of placing the appliance onto her face, just kind of making sure everything matches up with her jawline. I want to make sure that this is going to look as realistic as possible. So I wanted to kind of set low on the side where that subcutaneous fat would actually be. What I did here was just take a Q-tip, and all I'm doing is pushing the edges out, and as you go down you just put a little bit of acetone on the end of this and on the brush here, and I'm just going to be pushing the edges outward to try to get the outside of this, the flashing, to kind of just dissolve away, and then I'll have left just the really nice thin cat plastic to be able to blend into the skin. These are sharp.
Ow!
Scared her earlier, so she just got me back. So that was good. I'll give her props on that one. Okay, so this next part, all I'm doing is getting a Q-tip and putting some Prozade on it, and I'm just going on the outer edge of that piece, and that is basically just making so I can have a soft blend from the piece into her actual skin, and this just helps the transition and doesn't make it look so fake. All right, appliance is applied. Basically at this point, there's a few rough edges that I'm gonna kind of clean up as we go. But as you can see, we lean a little bit closer, Mother, turn a little bit more. The wound's actually following a decent little pattern. We're gonna cover up some of all these little edges down here and just get it blended as better as we can. So I use the FX Illustrator palette Skin Illustrator. And little splatter brush. She's gonna
I am really injured.
You are indeed. All right, so another thing we're gonna do as well is that if you see that you're not happy with some of your pieces, like if it's not dark enough or whatever, you can always take your brush, go back in. I've been using this brush for a while for most of my blood, and that's gonna be the FX Illustrator. Just go in and do some washes in there. If I wanna brighten this up a little bit, then I can go in and just kind of hit some of the places that I want to hit. In her case, we're going to throw some of this dark and some of this bright red blood in there. Your fingers is like one of the best tools you can use as far as being able to blend stuff out. If you mess up, it's all good. If you're using alcohol-based paints, you can just really go in and try again. I'm gonna throw a little bit of yellow in here as well to act as that fatty content that kind of wants to show through. Yeah, that's better. All right, and for the final thing we're gonna be doing is everyone's favorite part, the blood.
Yay!
So in this case, we're gonna be using Mayron. This is actually for the more. I have ways to fix stuff like that.
All right.
So I'm just gonna go in. I'm just gonna start hitting some of these spots that Okay, so what I've done here is just go grab a wet paper towel. I'm just dabbing different areas of the piece because what I want to do is mop up some of these areas because I don't want the blood to oversaturate and kind of muddy up my makeup in the sculpting that I've already done. So you just put a little bit on here, dab it, different areas, so you still show it's pretty good injury. All right, there you have it. Kind of, we're going to get a full up close view. I'm going to take it off here for a second. Ripped open face. This is Hurricane Dorian 2019. Go ahead and turn a little bit. Lift your chin up, please.